Okay, so new season in a couple hours going to start. We got our goal of veteran, so now we're just going to run some spice. We got Perjury, Coffer and Trevenant on the team. So first thing, Lantern versus Pudgery. And I know I'm not saying it correctly, but I like Pudgery more than Puggery, whatever you want to call it. So it's versus Lantern. I'm going to let one hit me, and then I'm going to switch. I was going to switch to Coffer, but I'm like, nah, I'll go to Trevenant. And an Abominus note comes in. So if they don't shield the Shadow Ball, I just win switch. They don't shield. So I'm going to farm down block 1, and we're going to win switch. Unfortunately, this Abominus note has Icy Wind, so that is definitely going to suck. But a Annihilate comes in. This is going to be a great game because no matter what, they're going to have to shield. They shield, and they're going to have to throw a move, and they throw a move. So, Perjury gets slept on, and Perjury has Aerial Ace, and you know what? That is weak for Annihilate. So I'm going to come in with Perjury, get an Aerial Ace win. I win I think that was charge move priority. Who would have thought Perjury wins any charge move? Maybe that wasn't charge move, but I get another Aerial Ace in. So this is going to do some big damage to Annihilate. Almost takes it out, comes in with Coffer, farms down before he can even throw a move, and Lantern has a lot of work to do. I'm not going to shield the first one in case they try to surf, which they do. Even if it was a Thunderbolt, I wouldn't KO. And I'm just going to get as much energy as I can. Go for a Shadow Ball. This is going to do some big damage to the Lantern. Almost takes it out. They fire a move, probably going to be a Surf. And Coffer can just farm down. Boom. That is going to be a good game. Look at Perjury doing her thing. So slept on. Such a great Pokemon. Great movesets. Not as tanky, but it can take some moves. So it's kind of a mix. And I mean, look, the season's over. We're already a veteran. Might as well have some fun. So we have Perjury versus Talonflame. So this is a little bit of a problem. I do have Thunder, but Talonflame unfortunately gets to move first, and this damage is just doing too much. So they switch then to Lickitung. I'm like, how much is Aerial Ace going to do to Lickitung? Lickitung's a tanky little boy, but how much is this going to do? Nothing. Barely anything. So I switched to Trevenant just to get the energy off of Lickitung. I know Trevenant can't win against this Talonflame, so just coming with Trevenant. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, Trevenant, you're just gonna be a punching bag, a licking bag to this Lickitung. So I'm gonna let this move go. They're gonna go for a Body Slam, which will take me out. I'm going to come in with Perjury, and I'm trying not to show that I have Thunder because I really want to KO the Talonflame with Thunder. I don't know if I'm going to get to it. So I hit them with the Aerial Ace, still doesn't KO. Trying to farm out so much. I catch the Body Slam on Coffer. Hopefully I could still win this game. So Talonflame comes back in. I'm gonna have to shield. I'm scared it might be a Brave Bird or a Fly. Unfortunately, it's just a Flame Charge. So I'm trying to do some good timing here on my energy and hit them with a Dark Pulse. They block. I'm like, oh, great. They still don't throw. So I hit them with another Dark Pulse. They block. So I'm like, wait a second. And they threw a move. So Perjury is so close to a Thunder, or maybe already has a Thunder, but I think I can just go for an Aerial Ace and KO this Talonflame, hopefully. Yes, and I'm hoping for something weak to Perjury in the back. They come back with Lickitung. I forget how much energy they have, so I'm like, I have to throw just in case I get a Body Slam off. Try to undercharge, and it's a Whiscash. So I don't have anything to destroy this, unfortunately. So Perjury, we're going to see how much this Aerial Ace does. And you know what? That's a decent amount. That is a decent amount. But Perjury goes down to a Mud Bomb. So good game. I was hoping for something weak to Thunder, Aerial Ace, but Whiscash, that tanky little boy, nah, not weak to it. Can you believe they didn't debuff Scald? Crazy. All right, going into the next game, we have my Perjury versus Nidoqueen. So this is different. This is interesting. I don't face a lot of Nidoqueens in my level here. So I'm going to go with Aerial Ace. It is Shadow, so I think this is going to do a good amount of damage. That's a good amount. I know I can tank a Poison Fang, so I'm going to let this go. Get some energy, and then I'm going to switch because I don't want to be farmed down. And I'm just going to farm and block once so I don't get hit with the Earth Power or Earthquake. But this is enough for Earth Power. We shield it, farm down, and they come in with Altaria. So I'm like, perfect, Shadow Ball. And they catch the freaking move on Vigoroth. And I'm like, oh, what a great catch. What a great catch. So I'm going to hit them with a Dark Pulse, the move I wish I would have thrown before. They block it. And I'm like, oh, God, this is just, if they keep this Vigoroth alive, this might be game over. So I'm going to let this go because I know I can survive. Hit them with another Dark Pulse. If they shield, that's not great. And they shield. So trying to get to another Dark Pulse. I'm debating, do I shield? But Altaria, I can't shield because Altaria has some energy and can get to a Sky Attack. I have to come in with Trevenant, unfortunately, because Perjury will die to counters. And I think I'm really close to an Aerial Ace on Perjury. So they try to catch another move. You tried. Still, I don't know how I'm going to win this. Shadow Ball does a lot of damage, though. So I'm thinking if I can farm down and have 2 Seed Bombs ready, I can win this. So I'm trying to farm all the way to 2. And then I thought I could get an Aerial Ace in, which means I gave them more energy, and I'm going to be taken out. So I think if I farmed down, I could have won this. But I thought Perjury had an Aerial Ace close to being ready, but that Dragon Breath damage is just too powerful on little kitty. Next game, we have Perjury versus Dugong. Pretty good matchup considering I do have Thunder. So will they see it coming? So I'm going to let them, well, not let them. They did get to a move before me. It's going to be Icy Wind. Perjury can take this. It's fine. And I'm going to try to get to a Thunder. Do they block it? If not, this is going to do a lot of damage to you, Dugong. They block it. So that sucks. But I think I'm going to let this shield, okay, and come in with Coffer-Grigus. That is a hard name to say. I'm going to hit them with a Shadow Ball before they can debuff me with an Icy Wind. And they let it go. Perfect. Now they're going to come in with Venusaur. And I do get to the Dark Pulse. I lose Charge Moon priority to the Venusaur. But if it's Frenzy Plant, I survive. It is. I survive with like 1 HP, 2 HP. They block, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to come in with Trevenant. Do as much damage, block once. And I think this is good. Even if it's a fire in the back, Shadow Ball is going to do a lot of damage. I'm hoping for an Annihilate, something that's weak to ghost moves. So they switch, and it is Marowak. And Marowak, you are weak to ghost move. So this is going to be a big damage, almost takes it out. 1 Shadow Claw does. Venusaur and could come in, but the opponent decides to surrender. So good game. Good game. Next up here, we have my Perjury versus another Dugong. So I'm going to try to get a Thunder in. I have not been successful in getting a Thunder on a Dugong, but trying to get to a Thunder. They're going to hit me with another, with 1 Aerial Ace, not Aerial Ace, Icy Wind. Not going to do a lot of damage. I mean, that's not true. It does, but I can survive. Hit them with the Thunder. Do they block? Do they know? They do not. Look at that damage. I think if I didn't get Icy Wind, that was going to KO. Hit them with the Aerial Ace. They block, so I'm okay with, being farmed down. I can come in with Coffer-Grigus and farm down, hopefully, and not give up a shield. So Icy Wind 1 hits me. trying to farm down, but unfortunately they get to another icy win. But I'm going to let it go. And I'm going to come in immediately with Trevenant. And it's a Skarmory, but this is okay. It's 2-1 shields. I could still win this. So I'm going to obviously block the Sky Attack, because that's going to hurt. And I'm going to farm up as much energy as I can, hit them with the Shadow Ball. Skarmory needs to block, or it's going to do a lot of damage. Look how much damage that does. They unfortunately get to another Sky Attack. And because it's a Skarmory, I feel like there's going to be a Whiscash or a Lantern, so I let it go. And I block it, and it's, of course, a Lantern. So this is still a little dicey because I have no shields. They don't block the first one. They're going to have to block the second one. And if they do, I'm going to switch immediately because I have a move on Cofagrigus. They block, I switch. Shadow Ball will be taking out the Lantern. So that's going to be, boom, a good game. Good game. Look, I know it's weird, Trevenant to a Skarmory, but 2-1 shields. Trevenant can win. So, yeah, 3 out of 5, not bad with a spicy team to end the season. Got a little Primate, get in the damn ball. Got a little Primate, and that is the end of the season. So, hopefully we'll get to Veteran again next season. This is 3 times in a row. Getting better, getting spicier. Good season.